It's Dragon Ball time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the SH Figuarts Final Form Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. Yes, this is an old release, and as you can tell the box is empty and everything. I had this figure standing around for a while and I just realized I never reviewed this guy. And with SH Figuarts releasing a new one this year and Dragon Ball FighterZ just coming out, I was like, it's time. It's time for a little bit more Dragon Ball in my review space over here. So we're gonna have a look at this guy. Old school SH Figuarts with shading and everything. First and foremost, I want to have a look at the size though. He is in size. I mean, like I'm saying, I had this figure standing around for a while and he's a lot smaller than everybody else in the line. Let me see. A little over 11 centimeters to the top of his head, which means a little under 4.5 inches tall. Now overall look and detail, obviously, it's Frieza. It's just white and purple. But like I said, there's a lot of shading in the body. Having a look at the face, it's dirty. I don't know. That's another thing I just realized. There's like a couple of really ugly stains in the face. And I try to clean it, for the record. I try to clean it off with some water and soap and whatnot. But no, that's pretty persistent. I don't remember if I had that when I got the figure. But regardless of that, let's not focus on that too much. Face sculpt looks very nice. The eyes are not super clean. I mean, the left eye is definitely bigger than the right eye. The mouth and the nose are nicely molded though, also very accurate. He has the big head with the purple line and the purple. Yeah, the purple looks super nice. It's so vibrant. And you have like a flat white with the vibrant purple. I like that. That's a very good conversion from one to the other. And as I already mentioned, there's a lot of shading. The muscle work is very nicely done. Although under the lining, this purple looks a little bit different than this purple, and I think it is. It looks a bit darker. I'm seeing that on camera, but if I look over the camera at the actual figure, I barely notice that. So it's one of those things. Of course, you got the tail, which you get two varieties of that. We'll get to that once we get to the accessories and some more shading around the tail. On the back, I don't know what the hell this is. I realize that there's nothing you can take out. This is not an action feature, guys. This is just there, and I don't know why. But we're going down to the feet. Now, obviously, for the articulation, this is pretty easy because there's nothing hindering it. He's basically naked. This is like your prototype figure, but it is an old SH Figuarts, so it's still running on their old mechanics. First of all, you have the head, has some good motion, goes back and forth, side to side. And I try to move it around without the neck, but yeah, there you go. Forward, back, a little bit blocked in the head. And you have these super stiff necks. That was not a thing with the old SH Figuarts. The neck, it moves back and forth a little bit, and side to side a little bit, but not really that much. Still, it looks good. Then we got the shoulder, you got the ball joint in the chest itself, going into a hinge. And by the way, yes, this does not look good, but I guess they couldn't really paint the joint. And if you had a purple joint, you had also the ball joint in the chest. As I'm losing my voice, I'm sorry about that. So we got the ball joint in the chest, rotating around on a hinge. On the shoulder, of course, this is not painted. It looks super ugly, but what are you gonna do? You can't really paint this, and if you're doing this entire piece purple, you also have the ball pack in the chest that's purple. So they had to make a choice, and I don't know. I guess it's okay. It's the better choice. Then we got the bicep swivel. We got the double hinged elbow with the. It is the old school, so this part of the hinge on the bicep does not go forward as much as the other one, which goes all the way up. You got the fist, that's classic stuff. That's something they haven't changed, but it's effective. You got the cut ball joint, so you can bring that around all the way. I mean, you know, you've seen those like probably a million times. Then we got the chest, and a good thing that this piece over here is kind of, I think it's on a hinge, but it also goes side to side a little bit. Maybe it's connected on very small ball joints. I don't know. I can't tell. I don't want to take it out because I can't really see what's going on under there, so I don't want to mess it up. So articulation for the chest goes back and forth, and as you can tell, this piece, you can bring it down so it kind of leans towards the torso more, and it goes side to side, actually very far. Like, look at that. And of course it goes around. Actually it doesn't. I try. Again, it doesn't go all the way around, and the foot disconnects. I'm just going to take that off for now before it lands on the floor, and I'll never find it back. You have the tail, you have the big ball joint over here with a top in it, so you can bring that side to side. and rotate it around over here and rotate it around over there, so you can get your tail articulation. It looks kind of wonky with the ball joint over there, and of course it kind of breaks up the sculpt with the paint being vastly different, and especially since they put some shading over there. But what are you gonna do? I mean, it's better than cutting up the tail and making small ball joints everywhere. I hate that. I would have hated if they would have done that. The crotch piece rotates around. You can bring that forward, back, and side to side. Then the legs, like I said, this is the old stuff. You have the ball joint over here. You can pull it down so you can get better articulation out of it. Goes forward, and it probably will disconnect. But yeah, it goes forward, back, and out to the side, and you can bring it up for cleaner conversion. And it doesn't go forward or back as much anymore. And you still have a bit of a gap there. So yeah, this is old stuff. It doesn't look so good. It's not the greatest, but it was okay for back then, and I guess it's still good. We have a nicely molded knee, so it doesn't go that far up, but you can kind of move it around. You have the double hinges, obviously, one up there, one down there, and then we have the foot over here. Let's look at that foot, which is just on a big ball joint with a hinge in it, with a cut in it, so you can bring that back and forth, you can rotate it around, and yeah, there you go with your articulation. You want to know how to spot an old SH Figuarts? By looking at the accessories, because there's a million of it. First of all, I'm going to have a look at the different hats he comes with. He has like the closed eye after he takes the Genki Dama, and then the angry one with a lot of veins in his hat. That looks very cool. I should probably put that on. You know, the good thing about making reviews of these old figures is that I'm really looking at them again, and probably putting them in a different pose when I'm done. You have the crossed arms. Those are also nicely molded, nicely painted. It's also like molded over here, so it just fits to the body. There's nothing else you can do but, you know, crossing the arms. Then we got 2 fingers, 2 hands. Same side, you have one for the energy effect, which we'll get to, and one where he kind of, I guess, hesitates. Then we got 2 open hands, also nicely painted on the fingernails, and of course 2 blast hands. And he actually does come with different feet, kind of like clawing when he, I don't know, if you want to grab Goku's head or something like that. Well, wait, there's actually a lot more. First of all, we got these extra couple of feet with some pegs under it, with some peg holes actually. What are those for? I'll show you at the end. Oh my god, teasing. Then we got the tail, which is curled up over here, so when he kind of grabs Vegeta with it and chokes them. Then we have this energy effect with a peg hole over here, so you can put that on a base. And it does this little blasty blast. It doesn't look good. I don't like it that it goes over here to the white. It's just see-through over here, then it goes into white, and then plop, it stops from the white and goes into like a pink, light purplish thing. I mean, it's nicely molded, but the way they painted it, I'm not a fan of it. Then you got the Death Ball. Once again, it's all very pink looking. I would have liked it to be a lot more purple. Now, how do you use this one? Actually, they made another thing which I don't like this. So basically, you peg this in here, if I can do it. Okay, there it goes. I don't like this, I'm not going to use this, but it goes around shoulder. You have the fist with the pointy finger, and you can have the Death Ball if you move it around. It is on a ball pack, so you can still move it around a little bit. You can move it up and down and get it into the right position if you want to, but I think that looks so goofy. And now finally, he comes with a piece of stone, and that's for the feet, which are clearly indicated over here. Just pack those in there. And he also comes with a base. Once again, old SH Figuarts. You get the base for the energy effect, and I'm not going to take it out because it's a Figuarts base. You've seen this like a million times. Got that for the energy effect, but they also included a claw if you want to put your Frieza on it. Something that Figuarts doesn't do anymore. So thank you for that. And finally, let's have a side-by-side comparison with Golden Frieza. Yes, he does not stand up very well because of the tail. They were really back-heavy. But anyway, I just want to have that real quick because it's a completely different mold for those of you who are wondering. I mean, I think I did a side-by-side comparison when I did review this Golden Frieza, but that was a long time ago and I don't want to look at my old videos anymore. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's still probably the torso. I still don't know why they have this weird thing in there. I mean, the torso looks pretty similar. The arms, I mean, you have the purple one. That's different, and of course the shoulders don't have the purple going on. I think the piece in here is also looks a little bit longer, a little bit sharp over there. Chests. He does not look as muscular, I think. How does that even work? I mean, it's supposed to be stronger. Also, there's some more detail over there. It kind of has like a bulge. They took that away. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail about the bulge in his crotch piece. You should know what that's maybe for. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Also, here's more detail on this one, and difference in the paint job in the purple things. The face looks a lot different. It's a lot smaller, and you know, you have the forehead over here with the bulges in that as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, I never going Frieza. It's just like the paint job. The paint job is so cool. He's so nicely done. But for the rest of the figure, I mean, the body is also good. But I don't know. I never really was a big fan of the head. I like this one a lot better. Anyhow, not really important. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts of this Frieza figure. I mean, obviously, I do recommend him. He does look good, and he does. You need a Frieza, guys. You definitely need a Frieza. Although I wouldn't rush out because this guy's super expensive. So I do think it's good that they're re-releasing a newer version. I'm gonna have my eyes on that. For now, this one's pretty cool, and I like it. So there you go. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to this channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever Frieza wants.